Welcome back, financial investors. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be doing a very quick video today, kind of going over what I purchased here on Wednesday, November 20th, 2019. We are also going to be going into the M1 Finance spreadsheet, kind of showing how I track my buys and how I kind of add it to the total equity and portfolio value, just kind of quickly here in today's video. So if you do enjoy this video, find it helpful, hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, drop them into the comment section below. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So I did make a video covering this past weekend's recap. I know I posted over on Instagram. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, I do post my daily and kind of weekly changes with this portfolio over on Instagram. So definitely go down in the description below. Follow me over on Instagram for all that information. Now, as far as what I purchased here on Wednesday, I purchased one stock, and it was one that I had kind of been putting off buying for a little bit, but it is going to be going ex-dividend here shortly. It has been in a pretty heavy recovery, and on Tuesday, it had actually gone down just a little bit, 3%. So that is what kind of caused me to take another look at it. Now, back in January timeframe, that this position wasn't as high as it currently is, but I started adding more equity down near those bottoms when it was down 20-30%. And I think that, it has came back by about 10 or 15%. So now that I'm starting to see some recovery in the stock, I'm going to go ahead and push this position up to about $800 of equity value within this position. And then here we can kind of see where it was down in the $500 range and is now sitting at about $735 after I added equity to it. Now here within the last week, it did dip about 3% on the week. So if we go and just kind of Google Altria stock, so MO stock here, within the last few days here, back on Tuesday, it dropped by over 3% there. So what did I do? Over at M1 Finance, I went and I made a buy yesterday. I specifically targeted just Altria. I had $145.84. I only add $115.38 every single week to the portfolio. So where did the rest of the equity come from? Well, I got paid a good amount of dividends here just within the last week. Starting back on the 14th, which was last Thursday, we had Apple paying out $2.74, AbbVie paying out $9.83, Eaton Vance $1.53, Main Street Capital monthly paying REIT paying out 80 cents, or it's not a REIT, it's a boy, I can't think of the name. Someone down in the comments, they'll kind of know what it is. It's not a real estate investment trust. It's something else. I can't think of it right now. And then I had two payouts from Tanger Factory Outlet, one for $3.85 and the other for $11.72. So that right there is over $15 just from Tanger Factory Outlet. So all of that together was a good amount. I haven't actually calculated it. We can actually do that really quickly by going to 274 plus 983 plus 153 plus 0.8 plus 385 plus 1172. And finally, actually I think that's all. It was $30.47 just within 2 days from the 14th to the 15th. I made $30.47 in just straight dividends. Add that with our investment deposit there of $115.38. And we have that $145.85 or 84 cents there. So we don't have any cash available on hand, so maybe my calculations were a little bit off there. But we specifically targeted Altria there with our $145.84. So we purchased it at $47.31. We can see here that it is now $48.45. We definitely made some equity and return since our purchase. Now, how do I add this into my spreadsheet and actually have that here over on the M1 Finance? This is the live data for November, so I have made a few other purchases here. I've had a couple comments as far as being able to kind of zoom in. I know a lot of you guys out there watch this on your mobile, so I track all my buys on the lower portion here of my spreadsheet. So I just kind of enter information here. So I'm going to go ahead and create just a few more spaces here for myself. And I kind of do this every month just so I can kind of see the history of all my buys. So last month here are all my buys for Tanger Factory Outlet. It was up 12.37% since my purchase, and I can go back every month I can kind of do this, and it's really nice to kind of just see the history of where I made purchases in stocks because I felt that they were at a really good value, and just kind of lowering my unit cost average and increased, dollar cost averaging, increasing my yield on hold, and so on. So here, I went ahead and created some more additional spaces here. I only bought one stock this month, or one stock this week, so all I'm going to do is just copy another one of these for the dates. I'm just going to copy one extra block. So here I'm going to put my date here that I made the purchase, which is 20 November. I'm going to go ahead and put in the ticker symbol there, which is MO. Now, this is automatically going to bring in the name from Google Finance. I do have to put in areas in the blue. I have to fill these spots in. So I have to put in how many shares I purchased. I purchased a little over 3 shares though. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the values only. So it's just going to paste in the values. My cost basis for this specific buy, I made a cost basis there of 145.84. So I go over here into my cost basis and go ahead and paste the values only. And now this automatically kind of tracks my buy price, which was 47.31. 47.31 was my buy price. Now I do have to change in the purple as well. So Altria, if we go over to now dividend.com, we can get a sort of an updated dividend payout for Altria, and we'll kind of just get that information from there. Altria is currently paying out $3.36, so right down here. I go ahead, this I have to enter manually. I don't have to, I can actually use another Google, another information here. I can kind of use this right here, but I'm not going to do that right now because it's kind of finicky off and on. So instead, I'm going to go ahead, and I believe I punched it in there manually. So here, 336. Okay, so now that I put that information in there, the rest of the information is automatically going to fill in. So here, my yield that I purchased Altria today was 7.10%. This buy, just from today, from $145.84, is going to produce me an annual income going forward from today's date of $10.36. Now, I've made $3.51 since the purchase in the morning, and that's about a return of 2.38%. But the main thing here is I'm making an increased amount of annual income of $10.36. So that is just kind of tracking the buy right here. And next I can kind of just flow back up here, and I know that I have to update my main spreadsheet here. So here I can just go ahead and go back to my holdings. Go ahead, and I know that Altria is one of my negative stocks here, so I have to look. And this is 15, 18. I can just go ahead and here, copy this, and now I have 15.18623 shares. So I just have to update that and my cost basis. So here, just the blues, my cost basis changes and my shares change. And now this is all up to date. Everything else across the board kind of updates. So I'm now down, instead of whatever I was at before, 18.58. I was roughly 18.58 before I bought these shares. Now I am down roughly 14.69. This is all by just dollar cost averaging. So you can kind of check whether your spreadsheet and the holdings within your portfolio are on or off. You'll see here that the original cost for this portfolio is $17,336. So I can come right over here back to my holdings, $17,336. That is my cost basis. This is my cost basis for all my stock purchases. Right there, it matches. And there's my current portfolio value. This actually fluctuates a little bit different than what this one shows, but it's actually correct there, it looks like. And the reason, now if I go in and kind of look at this, so I haven't updated my base investment in a while. I believe that would be shown here in the funding. So total, I've invested into this portfolio that 11,000. That's for 2017, 2018, and then I also invested so far in 2019. I've invested that $5,538.24 for a total of $16,538.24. But we can see here that our cost basis is $17,300. Where did that extra money come from? So 17,300. I'm not sure why I'm not typing in there. 17,336 minus, and our other calculator here showed, was that the correct number? I know I have a couple different, yeah, that's not the right one. So we can do this one, 16, 538.24. So I have $762.12 of equity that is out there that is invested in stocks within this portfolio that have bought back shares for me, that is earning me dividends, that is making me a return, that is increasing my overall performance of this portfolio that I never invested for myself. And that is just from previous dividends from today's date in the past since I started this portfolio, all the dividends that have been paid out into this account working for me. So it's very nice to kind of see this. This is the second year of this portfolio. I started this portfolio back on January 8th, 2018. So we are almost at 2 year mark within this Roth IRA, completely tax-free after 15 and a half. And it's going really well, and we'll continue to kind of just chug along. So now that we've updated our cost basis on our new purchase, our original cost basis is all up to date. Our current value is all up to date. We can see that our annual income from today's purchase going forward is now $692.30. So if I don't add any more equity into this specific account, from this date right now going forward, it'll pay out $692.30. But what else is out there that increases, on a yearly basis? And those are all the dividend holdings within this portfolio increase their dividends almost annually. Every single one of these holdings outside of, I believe, CenturyLink has increased their dividend growth for the past multiple years. Some of these 60 years, 50 years, 56, and so on. So here we have one that has recently increased their dividend. That is Avi. They went from $4.28 to now $4.72. So it shows me right there that was an increase of 9.78%. So right over here, we can see that our yield on cost for Avi is roughly 4.91%. But that is before we update it to the new yield for the new dividend yield, the new dividend payout. So I'm going to go ahead and type in here 472. And over here, you're going to see that this payout is going to increase for the year. It's currently $39.32. It's going to be now $43.37 of payout per year just from this stock. And it's going to be paying out roughly every quarter $10.84. I think they had just recently paid out, right? Yeah, right there. So $9.83 was the last payout that I'll receive at that specific yield. So before, right here, it was $9.83. That is what I was expecting. The next quarterly payout is going to be $10.84, not because I purchased more shares, but because they increased their dividend by 9%. So that is a change there. So that's basically what I do inside the spreadsheet. I track all my buys, and I don't ever overlap this information, so I can always go back into May and look at what stocks I purchased. I've changed it up quite a bit here. You can kind of see the format has changed. So I bought CenturyLink back in May timeframe. It's up 25.47%. I own CenturyLink in this portfolio. I owned it over on Robinhood and a few other positions, I believe. And overall, you can see a few other positions there, like 3M is actually negative currently, or Chevron. But I have averaged down on positions since then. So I'm constantly averaging down on positions, making these weekly videos of what stocks I purchased, and kind of going over other general information. So that is it for today's video. We've covered what stocks paid out dividends last week. We covered what stock I purchased this week or today, which was Altria. I went ahead and kind of showed you how I update my spreadsheet, kind of keeping it up to date, making sure that I am tracking all of my current buys and sells. I haven't really sold anything in quite a while. And I went ahead and showed how I updated the total equity of the portfolio, just kind of the return, keeping track of how much it pays out per year now. It's now up to $696.34. We'll soon be breaking $700 within this account. And that is pretty much it. So that is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button below. If you have any comments or questions, definitely drop them in the comment section below. I do read and reply to all your comments. I really appreciate all the feedback that I have been getting. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, definitely hit that red button below and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.